Hello,
yeah.
hello. You know I gotta do this. What you call it? Because I'm tripping out. If it's not the screen. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto. I am King,
and I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to connect the community and crypto.
we have to get a teleprompter one day.
Yeah, we are bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and the community.
There we go.
What's up, P-Man Vans? How you doing? What's up, Cali Coins?
So welcome back, fellow Bitcoiners. For our first time today, we're actually live on Instagram as well. I need to turn this off because it'll be popping up all day. You know, emails, crazy.
More social media.
Yeah, more social media. So we're switching over today. We're gonna try the Instagram live. We're doing Facebook Live, of course, YouTube Live. You know, we stay on YouTube.
Yep. What's up, Jamal?
But yeah, it's lit. There we go, Cali Coins, Tadword, New Zealand. Hello. Good morning. Hope you all had a great weekend. Of course, Bitcoin did what it always does, and that is survive.
Yeah.
So a lot of news today. First, for the free Bitcoin for last week. Who won the free Bitcoin?
Free Bitcoin went to forget the name. Layla Love.
Layla Love.
Yeah, and I tried to send the Bitcoin to her, but basically her idea was about the Antonopolis game, which was, you know, genius or whatnot. And you can read it in the comments below. But tried to send it earlier. Send another address if you're watching now. So and I'll try and send it to you again. But yeah, thanks for that comment. As always, like I said, we had some great ideas for video games. I think somebody said something like Mario Kart. Somebody was like, play 2K for Bitcoin. Other people were like, play as the Winklevoss twins.
I saw that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a lot of good ones. And you know, the crazy thing is there are video game developers who are looking for like the next big thing. Some Bitcoin adventure game. Like I said, I've come up with a lot of ideas that have come out now. So it'd be crazy if we brought this up and then 2 years from now, there's some guy with a fantasy game with, you know, defeating the bankers or whatever, and or whatever, you know, going that way. So yeah, very, very creative stuff. Appreciate the comments.
What's going on, Lana, Murrow, Evan, P-Man Van? What's going on?
Good morning.
Yeah, so kind of rolling off into that. Let's go back to the story. We already talked about it once. I don't know why my words are mumbled today, but a story we already talked about once. But we have to circle back because the amount of money that's into it. For those who didn't hear or don't know yet, or no one been following it, CryptoKitties is now it's like the #1 app on Ethereum platform, which accounts for over 11% of the network now.
Yeah, it's some ICOs.
Crazy.
It's some ICOs that can't get started because of CryptoKitties. That's crazy.
So CryptoKitties, so now they hit sales of $12 million. And for those who don't know what CryptoKitties is, again, it's like a Tamagotchi was back in the day. It's an online cat. You can buy a digital cat, basically. You can customize it, you can breed it, you can grow it, you can have kids. There's all this great stuff you can do.
Yeah.
But they hit $12 million in sales with 22,000 sold. It says, let's see, the kitty sales, 5 of the rarest digital kittens on CryptoKitties platform were sold for over $100,000 each, with the most expensive digital kitten being sold at $120,000. $120,000 for a digital kitty, a crypto kitty.
Yeah. And that's the world we're in now.
This is real.
You people could pay whatever they want in, you know, cryptocurrency. Pay for whatever they want in cryptocurrency, no matter how dumb or how, you know, great you think it is. Because I mean, there's people, like, I've always been a big fan of simplicity. There are people who will use all of the jargon necessary, in the dictionary to describe their project. This is a multi-signature, top of the line, blah, 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 who cares? And then there's one guy who's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna make kittens. And it's like, keep it simple. People, like, it's not really that hard to get something out there on the crypto space. So shout out to them.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
80-page ICO is trying to describe how they're going to disrupt Bitcoin.
Exactly, that's our point. Yeah. You got an 80-page ICO, and then you got somebody say, let's make some cats.
Yeah, let's just make some kittens, you know, and appeal to the kids. Because you got to understand, once kids start seeing how easy cryptocurrency is, where do you think the next wave
is over?
The next wave of money is coming from. It's not coming from the 70-year-olds who keep saying Bitcoin is going to fail. Trust me, they'll be out of here in a few years. It'll be the 10-year-old playing on the phone who in, 10 years, he'll be in college or, working or whatnot, and they'll have grown up with cryptocurrency. So shout out to CryptoKitties, clogging the Ethereum network, showing some scaling problems.
So we were just about to go. We have fun with the stories, but to bring it back to the technological side and as far as the business side too. Tedward P, excellent question. He said, do you guys think that CryptoKitties shows the limitations of Ethereum and opens the door for EOS?
Yes. I don't know about EOS specifically, But I know different smart contract platforms, Neo, Ubique. A lot of people are starting to, and we've done videos on both of those. A lot of people are starting to realize there are other options to Ethereum as a smart contract platform. People just knew that was the first one. You know what I mean? Like they see it in the market cap. They don't really know about Neo or Ubique. But now that they see, oh man, I can't get my transaction through. What about these other ones? And Neo's looking like it's gonna be faster. Cardano, it's a few other ones, yeah, coming out. So,
but the good thing too about somebody pointed this out in one of these articles. They're an analyst, I think it was Anderson Howitz or something. They pointed out that the good thing about CryptoKitties though is showing you that you can have a digital asset no matter what the price is on a decentralized platform and trade it globally now.
Yep.
I mean, so that the fact that that's been done, the use case is now there. So that's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
But Pilot Stacks is right. He said, all right, let's get back to these CBOE futures talk.
Oh man, yesterday was amazing.
Woo!
It was
Bitcoin futures.
Yeah, oh man, that was crazy. If you were around, it was 6 o'clock on Eastern time, 3 o'clock here. I watched the opening live. It was crazy because, you know, with crypto, everybody has always stated that when the big players come in, that crypto is going to, you know, go away or they can control it. I think y'all have doubted the power of people versus a group of 100 or 1,000 people trying to do something. The people definitely won on this one because their site crashed. They couldn't even keep the site up because it was too much volume. And with cryptocurrency, they learned really quick that demand. I mean, if you watched it from 6 o'clock Eastern time to 6:05 Eastern time, you saw the price of Bitcoin jump over $1,000, just like that. I mean, I saw the green candle just going. I mean, smacking a lot of shorts.
Right.
But yeah, the CBOE Futures launch was amazing. It was a good start. I think now we're up to 16.6 right now, 16,600, something like that. So yeah, so for people who doubted it, which we'll talk about in a second, there was no impending crash coming. That was so weird for people to say. It's always possible, yes. I mean, it could dip a little bit, but a crash, they can only long it. I mean, if you actually read the literature behind futures contracts, they only have the ability to go long in the long term. They can't short it long term because, like I said, nobody wants to short it to zero, or else you have a asset that has no value. So you gotta long it. Value went up. I'm glad yesterday went well. We'll see in the future because we still got CME.
Yeah, CME's 18, so we expect it to be bullish until then, of course. For the traders, you know, from what I've seen, you know, there's only been a few positions you can get in, people. Some people overtrade, they're taking some losses because of it. I mean, people are excited. I know Waves jumped today with some of the news they had, but that was like a 16% jump, and I've never seen so many people excited about 16% in the market right now. So that goes to show, like, hey, you know, be careful out there. Bitcoin's moving sideways right now, which is a great thing. Great time for alts possibly, but then again, CME's coming up and people are gonna want their money there. So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see this run up to maybe a 20K range
right
before CME launches, and a good short to get out all the euphoric people who were like, oh, I don't care, I'm just gonna buy it now. It's going up too fast. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But let's see.
Yeah, we didn't see him on CNBC yet, but yeah, I remember he was going on there. But with the let's see, lost my thought. But anyway, with the futures and the bears among them, our new dinosaur of the day. I'm telling you, people, Jurassic Park left the gates open. We get a new one. I don't know how we keep getting a new one, but we do. It's another old guy who goes by the name of Jim Cramer. Of course, he's what is it, CNBC?
I know he's a Mad Money host.
Yeah, Mad Money host.
If you ever look, the guy who's yelling all the time.
Yeah,
like,
yelling at bells and whistles. Yeah, he's excited. He's a very entertaining guy to watch. I give him that. He's an entertaining person. But as the great LeVar Ball once said, stay in your lane. Right?
Stick to tricking old people into buying stocks after you already have your sell orders and getting it pumped. Because people talk about crypto pump and dumps. The stock market is the oldest pump and dump game in the world. This dude, Jim Cramer, gets on TV, talks about stocks where people already have sell orders. Boom. People see it. Oh, that's a good one to buy. Price goes up. Those people make money. And then when it goes down, it doesn't matter because it went up once. That's all that has to happen. He's been scamming people for years.
He's been allegedly scamming people for years.
Whatever. I've been watching. When I used to want to be in stocks when I was in college, I used to watch, and one of the big stock traders that I was learning from actually pointed this out to me, and he has a video history of this happening. So trust me, I know this is what's
Proof is in the
happening.
pudding.
And the stock market has been manipulated for so long now. People don't even want to get into it for your 10% gain at the end of the year. Who cares? But yeah, stay in your lane, please.
So Jim Cramer said Bitcoin is monopoly money and it will get you annihilated. At $17,000 an asset, I don't understand how you can say it's monopoly money. But even further, I don't understand if it is monopoly money, why are you talking about it? Because no one ever talks about monopoly money for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this a conversation? So, yeah, Jim Cramer, again, another old guy who thinks he knows it all. It really sounds like somebody who either entered the Bitcoin market late or didn't get in at all yet. So for that, let's make him our official dinosaur of the day.
Hit it on
2 times. One more time. There we go. He's our dino of the day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this time I had it ready. I had the music in the background.
Oh yeah. Keep your old ass on CNBC.
Right.
But yeah, this is one thing I want to point out, because over the next few weeks going into next year, you're about to see a bunch of people say Bitcoin is a bubble, it's going down, it's terrible, it's this, it's that. Let me tell you something, people. If these people knew so confidently that it was going to crash, why didn't they know so confidently that it was going to rise? Why weren't they able to tell you at 5,000 that yes, it'll go to 15 or 20? They couldn't tell you when it was going to go up, but all of a sudden they can all tell you when it's going to go down.
Right.
That's the point we're trying to make to you. Is it's one of those things where they're hedging their bets. Like, well, it's got to go down at least a little bit. A broken clock is right twice a day. So people are going to be saying that for years. And if Jim Cramer is saying this monopoly money is going to go away, why wasn't he able to say, earlier?
Why wasn't he able to make you money?
Yeah, exactly. So I would take most of these people's stuff with a grain of salt. And I mean, crypto is very volatile. Stuff can happen. However, a lot of our people are getting more educated to the point where they're starting to be in the know. Right. So trust me, don't go for the FUD. It just goes, that's just what.
Bitcoin's still 16.6, people. See, Antonio said mainstream media news on Bitcoin is becoming the funniest thing on TV. Oh, it is. Mainstream coverage of crypto in general is. Again, we always post those clips from the 1994 Today Show or whatever, Good Morning America and all that, from the when the internet and email came out. People was like, it's the internet or internet? What is that? Yeah. So you got those same kind of clips. People, we're going to have, like, these are the clips we're going to be looking at in another 10 years, like, laughing about. Like, people really didn't understand this.
Yeah, and somebody pointed out that they do it kind of sarcastically. There are still people, these newscasters, they have no clue what they're talking about, and they think it's a game. Like, they'll be like, so if it gets shut down, what you gonna do now? All your money gonna be gone? And you kind of look at them like, shut down what? It's not on the it's not on the central server. It's not. You don't know obviously what decentralized means, but a lot of people grew up under control of somebody else, so they don't understand. When you actually have real freedom, like somebody said a long time ago, it's like even if you show some people freedom, they wouldn't even accept it because they don't know like what it feels like. So they're like, nah, I just want to stay comfortable here. So yeah, some of those newscasts, that is funny. They are kind of sarcastic. They just don't know what they're talking about.
So we got a couple of quick questions. What do we think of the Litecoin rise over the past couple of days? CNBC was on, or Charlie Lee was on CNBC. And do we watch buy and sell walls on Bitcoin? For the buy and sell walls, personally, I don't, because you don't either, right? We're bullish on it. Like, it's only one way it's going. It's going up, people. Yeah. So we don't look at that, but I mean, only time you really need to look at buy and sell walls on Bitcoin itself is you try and short it. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, even still, it's one of those things that even if you look at them as a trader, I mean, I don't really pay attention to it. It's more about price points and good entries and exits. The buy wall is who cares? A sell wall. And if you're just getting into trading, I wouldn't spend too much time, staring at sell walls and buy walls and what's going to happen. And because they can pull it, I mean, somebody can have 100 Bitcoin sell wall and pull it out instantly, and then boom, the price go up. So
market.
I mean, this market especially, it can happen. I mean, so.
And then as far as Litecoin, my personal thoughts is one thing people. So we just actually had a client who jumped on a Litecoin recently. He was like, I just doubled my money almost, or I made a good amount, not double, I made a great amount of money before I just put in Litecoin or whatever. And I was like, look, you just got in Litecoin at the right time, coincidentally. All right, people, Litecoin they're on track right now. They're progressing. They've been developing this tech now for 2 years and some change. And we still have a long way to go. That's what I don't think people understand. People think this Lightning Network is going to come overnight. We still have time to go. Probably, another 12 to 18 months. Yeah. So in another year and a half, when Litecoin jumps up even more, when those new people enter the market, again, you're going to be looking back, 2 years ago they were working on this. So, I I mean, it's a working product. It's a company they're working at it. You know,
yeah. And it's quicker transactions. Like whenever Bitcoin network gets clogged, that's one surefire way that Litecoin is probably going to go up because it's a faster way to send money, and it's also trusted amongst the community. Like I said, people like Charlie Lee. People know Litecoin was a fork of Bitcoin and whatnot. It has most of the same similar qualities, but like I said, the small change in the transaction times and all that will push Litecoin forward whenever there's backed up transactions. So.
And then we'll take one more question. We'll get back to one more couple points. And Sultan Shakir said, do we have a tech background, i.e. software development?
Yes. That's what I majored in college and worked at a few places where I was doing it. A little rusty as far as deep into software development. I mostly use it for building bots and scripts or whatnot for trading. But yeah, that's definitely my background.
I do a lot of due diligence, and I speak to executives in the business side. So I don't always know the ins and outs, like the binary code, zeros and ones. I don't know all that stuff, but I understand the use cases and how to implement things.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, the business side, you gotta know how to monetize it as well.
Oh yeah. Atomic swaps, yeah. When atomic swaps comes, that's gonna be a great day. They already did it with Litecoin, Vertcoin. Yeah, I think those are the first two. So yeah, this is definitely one of those things where when they come, watch out. Yeah, watch out because it's gonna be a lot easier to trade that way.
So we got something else going on, Bitcoin, and I thought this was. I actually saw like somebody mention this, and I just kept scrolling past it because I thought it was a fake story. It's a Bitcoin Zany today was like, no, it's real. So Bitcoin Cash or Bcash, whatever you call it, has a credit card now.
Man.
Like a real credit card. Like
Bcash.
Bcash credit card.
Bcash credit card. Yeah, through WireX. Yeah, I was looking at it. I was checking it out today. It looks, it looks like they're trying to, get into the space where they want it to be instant payments. However, I mean, using a debit card isn't exactly. Yeah, Roger needs to stop, man. It's one of those things. Yeah, they have ATM support. I mean, Bcash is its own project. Like I said, it's no reason to have beef in the crypto world. Like,
hey, I was about to say, from a business side, hey, kudos to them.
Yeah,
kudos.
But yeah, but as far as the debit card, I probably won't be using it. But I'm sure some other people will. Hopefully, nobody gets tricked into sending Bitcoin to a Bitcoin Cash address, because I've heard millions have been lost already from people doing that. From people like they hear about Bitcoin, they get on Bitcoin.com. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Bitcoin.org, and then they start sending to that wallet, and then boom, they're like, okay, nothing went through. And then you have to teach them a lesson that, yeah, when you get into crypto, this is what it is. So, yeah, I have no problem with Bcash either. Just stop attacking Bitcoin. It's no beef or no reason to have this beef. So, what's
going on? Digging Sounds, LE Sanon. Try to give you all shout outs. You know that.
Yep.
Anything? I think that's about it. Slow news cycle over the weekend. Of course, everybody was waiting for the futures trading.
Yeah.
It got off to a great start. Of course, even though the site froze and all that, that's a good thing because the demand is there. This week, again, we're just kind of waiting. Oh, the other huge story that's kind of not a story, but it is that the debt ceiling. Whoever said it on our chat box last time, they were right. The debt ceiling vote got pushed back again to December 22nd.
December 22nd.
Another Friday night. But again, it's interesting. If nothing's wrong with our financial system and the government, why is the debt ceiling vote getting pushed to the right? This is the second time it happened. And again, we predicated the futures market. We thought the futures market would be predicated on it, which it was. But I feel like they're so deep in already, they just went ahead and launched. CME looks like it's going to launch as well. But again, when we figure out what's going on with debt ceiling, when they decide they're going to get rid of it, raise it, all choices are bad. I think the market is going to respond accordingly. The cryptocurrency market with Bitcoin specifically. So
yeah, and I mean, I don't know if anybody else feels it, but Antonio just said it perfectly. I feel like something is brewing. Like over the next few weeks, something's brewing. And something big is gonna happen.
Right,
I feel like something big is gonna explode. Like whatever. Some economically, socially, and with the crypto space, like I said, or like we've always said, it's always a good hedge against government fiat. So yeah, we'll see. And the U.S. debit card for Bcash, it looked on the site they had an option to choose United States. I haven't gotten deep into it, but when I looked at it, yes, you can't get it in the United States. So.
Yeah. So Samisha is asking, we'll tell you real quick, what's going on with the debt ceiling. We covered it a couple times, but Briefly, the debt ceiling issue in America right now is we're at the highest debt in our history, like at plus 21 trillion or something crazy like that. And we are at the point where if we don't pay anything off, we're going to default on some of our loans. And of course, that's going to make the value of the dollar drop. Or if we don't default on those loans, we can raise the debt ceiling. But we've raised it so many times. We're already the highest national debt in history, of course. So we raise it again, then it's going to lower the value of the dollar because like these people can't pay their bills. Or as President Trump mentioned a few months ago, he said getting rid of it entirely. So that's like you calling up your credit card company saying, you know what? I'm not going to pay you at all, and I'm just going to keep using this card. There's nothing you can do about it. Again, that's going to make the value of the dollar drop a little. Now, you have to understand, people, we're at a point in time right now where if there's any loss of confidence in the market, in the American market right now, or the American dollar, it is going to drop sharply. It's not going to be just, it dropped, gradually. No, if there's any loss of confidence, I'm telling you, it is going to plunge the traditional stock market as well as the dollar. Is what we think. And once that happens, that money is flooding straight over to Bitcoin. And again, we've been looking at this date, which used to be October, I think 8th they were going to have it, since the beginning of the year, and they pushed it to the right twice. That is a huge red flag for us. So.
And for those people looking at precious metals as a way to hedge, remember we did the story about the fake gold that they found in the embassy in the UK. So that is a problem. Also, with gold and silver, you don't know how much is in the ground. You don't know how much is available. They also already have futures contracts for gold and silver and things of that nature. So if you're deciding to use that as a hedge against crypto, be careful for that too, because that's manipulated just like the stock market as well. So I would definitely look towards crypto for those new people who are joining. Hey, Nicolette.
So I see a few of you all asking about our offline business interests. We're going to be offering some stuff in the coming weeks in January, so we'll kind of open up a little bit more about that. Other than that, we stay on our blockchain. That's it.
And Elena for that study guide is bitcoinza.shop. You can find the starter guide 2.0. And like you said, we have a bunch of products coming out starting next year, going into February. So just be on the lookout for that, and it'll be like a flood of stuff. So
it's about to be a blitz.
As I say,
we're accidenting some stuff, entering some stuff. So we're gonna get it going. All right, and then last thing for those in the LA area around Los Angeles, again this Thursday, December. I don't know what time it is. This Thursday, December 14th, we are having a meetup. It's going to be at the Belmont over near Melrose, La Cienega. So that's like the WeHo, Beverly Hills area. Come by. It's going to be from 6 to 7 p.m. We'll be putting out that flyer day tomorrow. Come get a drink or a juice or whatever it is that you consume, and we can talk a little crypto. Other than that, for the free Bitcoin today?
For the free Bitcoin today,
there we go.
Let's see. All right. If you had a Bcash debit card.
Oh, man.
What would you spend, or how do you think the Bcash debit card will help the crypto economy? Because a lot of people think
positive.
They think Bcash is doing its own thing, but I will say for those people who want to use it or whatnot, how do you think Bcash will help the economy? Put that answer. Put your public address. Also, like I said earlier, Layla Love, who won the last one, put your new address, and we'll go from there. So appreciate you.
Yeah, it's been a great show. Wait, I was reading.
It's just an option,
You said appreciate you got quiet. I was like, what just happened?
No, I was reading that, but appreciate you joining us today, and for those comments on the video game, those were hilarious. But
and again, for the free Bitcoin, we give out pieces, a little tiny bit of free Bitcoin every day, people. You have to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO. And yes, you can find us at www.kirbycrypto.com as well. Until next time, people.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. We need people to just come in and turn on these cameras. It's behind the scenes now as well.